Okay, so number one, just pause the video, make sure you give this a good attempt before going on. All right, so hopefully you realize in this question that you need to express your answer in scientific notation. All right, so you should also realize that the volume of a sphere, in case you don't have it memorized, is in the formula booklet in topic 3, and it is right here. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so you should identify that on your paper itself. Okay, so volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. And of course, all we do is substitute in the radius. So this is not a difficult question, but let's use the calculator to help us out. So here we are. Now quickly control divide gets you that fraction. I do recommend you use that. You can just multiply by pi and it will change it for you. And r is 12.7 to the power of 3. So that should work. Also, if you're looking for the pi button really quickly, you can do control pi and there it is, or you could just type it like I did before. Okay, so now it asks for it in scientific notation. Okay, so you should hopefully know how to do that without a calculator. However, if you are struggling for whatever reason, you can go to doc number 7, which is over in settings here, and then go to number 2, document settings, and we can go to this exponential format, change that to scientific. Okay, now just simply go up, hit enter on that, and there it is in scientific notation. Now we should not write E3, you should write 8.58 times 10 to the power of 3, and that is to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we're just showing a little bit of work here. That's 4/3 pi 12.7 cubed, and the answer again was 8.58 times 10 cubed. And this is centimeters cubed. Okay, so cubic centimeters. And that is that. Okay, so part B, there's a cone. Okay, so we need to, if you don't know the volume of a cone, you can come here, volume of a right cone, and we should write that formula down. V is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, and now it's just a matter of using the volume from the part A, because if it's remolded, just melting this and then using the same material. So you should hopefully recognize that this volume just needs to be carried on from part A. So 8.58 times 10 cubed. That's a little tedious to work with actually. It's asking to 2 correct significant figures. So maybe it's easier to use the other number. Okay, but for now, I'll leave that as is. Equals 1/3 pi r squared. And the height is 14.8. Okay, so at this stage, you just need to solve for r. Now, having a TI-nspire can make this very easy. So if we just simply do nsolve and type that in. Now, we should use the exact value from before, not the approximated one. So I'm going to click on this. And it's equal to, where's the control divide, 1/3 pi r times r squared and 14.8, and we're solving for r, and there it is. Now we want to get out of scientific notation, so let's go back 7, 2, okay, and let's just click that again. So there it is. Okay, so that's the answer. Now this is a good example, and it's set to 2 significant figures, so that's about 24 centimeters. Okay, so let's just write r is equal to 24 centimeters. Now this is a very good example of, can you just simply use nsolve? Well, let's look at the mark scheme for this particular question. So you can see for part B, they just have this written. The method is, first of all, recognizing the volume of a cone is the same as their sphere, so that's a method mark. Then substituting the formula correctly, and then just getting the final answer. So in this case, it appears that it would be correct. If you feel uncomfortable, by all means, show more work from going from this step to the next one, and I'll just leave that for you to do. Okay, so that's number 1.